Take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head knob that make you your neck. I got you all in discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. Cause I got you all in check.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Throwing to start the drive. Teague. And that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Teague. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Looking to throw. Howard. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
What, against a real locker?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll run it with Hunter. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. You look at this Bears defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they start from the bottom. But let's face it, they can do that. They can look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they're holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bears at 7-5 now of the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He gets away from one. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Back to throw. T. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Looking to throw. T. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big... Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Contreras. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Up the middle they go. Harrington. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Harrington. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Harrington. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Does Blanco need to go out?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to...
Damn, bro. Come on, man. Wanna drop?
Pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19,
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, able to avoid him. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll try to lose and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Teague. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Hurt. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quan Martin. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Howard. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Howard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There's a short one caught by Loveland. They go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Underwood. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Teague. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. It's complete. George Pickens with it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Los Angeles.
Pickens going in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And here's what they're going to get at the 23-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Teague. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half is in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And the Rams first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. Second down.
As a defense, you want balance when you're in zone coverage. Keep eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop the late line of scrimmage.
Now Howard, operating from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Contreras. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His second rushing touchdown on the year and third overall.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a
good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Howard. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Gets past one man. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again on the ground with Hunter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not forcing it there. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you are going to keep the protest out of them. It's just who they are.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun. Teague. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
19, Tiger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man, complete. get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Pass caught right side by Loveland.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Teague. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. We've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
26, Bears 14.
Marco.
Will Reichert to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field.
What's up, buddy?
Will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
Jeez.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Good run, bro.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bears 14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
2nd and 1.
Pass complete to Loveland.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. T. Wilson's got it complete.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bears 20.
Send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle. That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Howard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Makes it 3rd and 11. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Here's Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Back to throw. Howard. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Project,
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw. Howard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
1st down, Rams.
Looking to throw. Howard. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Tyler Bass sets to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.